Census Bureau data showed new home sales increasing 3.6% in July to a 2-year peak with an annual gain of 25%. In addition, the National Association of Realtors reported a 2.3% gain in existing home sales last month. Residential resales were 10% improved from just 12 months ago. The latest edition of the Federal Housing Finance Agency's Home Price Index showed prices 1.8% higher for the second quarter. This is the best quarter since the fourth quarter of 2005, and 3% higher year over year. Overall hard goods orders rose 4.2% in July, but they fell 0.4% for the month, with transportation orders subtracted out. Core capital goods orders fell 3.4% in July, the most severe monthly decline since November, and the fourth retreat in 5 months. The August 1st Federal Reserve Policy Minutes noted, quote, many members judged that additional monetary accommodation would likely be warranted fairly soon unless incoming information pointed to a substantial and sustainable strengthening in the pace of the economic recovery, end quote. Does that imply QE3? Not according to St. Louis Fed President James Bullard, who dismissed the minutes as stale on Thursday and noted that stocks are looking at all-time highs. Friday, however, the Wall Street Journal cited a letter from Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke noting that there was scope for further action by the Fed to ease financial conditions and strengthen the recovery. Investors are hoping for a decisive FOMC move in September. Last week, all 3 major U.S. indexes retreated as follows. The Dow Jones was down 0.88%, closing at 13,159. The S&P 500 was down almost 0.5% to 1411, and the Nasdaq was down just shy of 0.2%, closing the week out at 3,070. In the commodities markets, COMEX gold gained over 3.3% on the week, while NYMEX crude oil rose 0.15%. Gold ended the week at $16.72 an ounce, and oil at $96.15 a barrel. A gallon of unleaded gasoline averaged $3.73 nationwide on Friday. Here's what we're looking at this week. Today, Tiffany announces second quarter earnings. Tomorrow brings June's S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index and the Conference Board's August Consumer Confidence Survey. Then on Wednesday, we get the latest Fed Beige Book, numbers on July's pending home sales from the National Association of Realtors, and the second estimate of second quarter GDP from the federal government. TiVo, Pandora, and Heinz also issue earnings reports. July consumer spending figures are out on Thursday, in addition to the weekly jobless claims report. Then on Friday, Ben Bernanke speaks at the Fed's annual Jackson Hole Symposium, and the final August University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index arrives. That's what we're looking at this week. My name is Eric Hagen. I'll keep my finger on the pulse of the economy and report back to you next Monday. So please, be sure to subscribe, and we'll talk with you then.